I don't think anybody wanted to see this film, and it's obvious from the box office. My name is Brandon Keith Avery, and this is just my opinion. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning in to my opinion/review for Charlie's Angels. I really do appreciate it. And if this is your first time finding me and you want more content from myself, like movie reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, me responding to entertainment news or anything I think is cool, please click on that subscribe button and the bell so you can be notified when I make uploads, and you will be on your way. Charlie's Angels is a film to where when the trailers first came out, it just looks absolutely horrible. I didn't want to see it. I thought this looked stupid. I was just kind of saying to myself, like, please don't make this movie. You're wasting money. You're wasting resources. The last Charlie's Angels movie that came out like 20 years ago with Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu, it was dumb. You know, I just didn't care to see it. And then you have Elizabeth Banks as the director, you know, and while she's funny, you know, I have enjoyed, you know, a couple of the films that she's, you know, been a part of. You know, I mean, she directed Pitch Perfect 3, which I thought was absolute trash. You know, I just wasn't looking forward to this film, guys. I just wasn't looking forward to it. But the film came out. It bombed at the box office, unfortunately. But I still wanted to go see it. Why did I want to go see it? Because I actually heard that it was actually decent, that it was actually good. And I'll be honest with you guys, the film was good. It was great. It was... I'm very surprised by this, like, real talk. I mean, it's a shame that it didn't make any money and it's going to lose the studio money. But guys, it is a good movie. I mean, out of all of the other Charlie's Angels movies film, I like this one better. I mean, I haven't seen like the original movies and the original show from decades ago, but this is far superior than what came out with Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, and Drew Barrymore. Real talk. I mean, it's a great film, great direction by Elizabeth Banks. And I got to give it to her. You know, I had to do a review because this film is getting crapped on and it doesn't deserve it. I mean, the trailer still sucked, but I mean, this thing is really entertaining. I mean, you know, what is this film about exactly? Kristen Stewart, Naomi Scott, and Ella Balinska are working for the mysterious Charles Townsend, whose security and investigative agency has expanded internationally. With the world's smartest, bravest, and most highly trained women all over the globe, there are now teams of angels guided by multiple Bosleys taking on the toughest jobs everywhere. And I think that's another one of the reasons why I really enjoyed this film is because they didn't just try to deliver you, you know, the same old. They gave you something new. Like I said, they have multiple Bosleys, and the Angels is now global. It's not just one team, it's multiple. And another thing is, this is not a reboot, a reimagining, or anything like that. It is a sequel to what came before, you know, and they do make that pretty obvious in the film. But you know, the performances by the main leads, and not Kristen Stewart, but Elizabeth Banks, she not only directed this film, she also wrote it and she starred in this film as well. And so she was great in front of the camera and behind the camera and, you know, writing on the page. I mean, the action in this film I was really, really surprised. I mean, they had a number of hand-to-hand combat scenes, which were choreographed to a crisp. I mean, like, real talk. And not only that was it good hand-to-hand, like, all the characters involved used their surroundings to their advantages, like there was some type of ninjas where there was a plate, a fork, a napkin, a table, a car, whatever. Everybody used their resources. Everybody used their brains, you know, and it was just really nice chase sequences as well, nice dog fights and just nice gun battles and, you know, great exposition and just use of all types of gadgets. And it was funny. It was also sexy as well. Of course, you know, you have the angels, you know, using their femininity to take advantage of their foes and, you know, gain on top. But hey, use what God gave you, you know, in the smart way to seize the day. And they did that. So I'm not finna hate on them for doing that. You know, I mean, this film isn't playing up sex or whatever too, like kind of like the old, well, not the old one, but the Charlie's Angels movies from like, you know, 20 years ago. Just, oh, I'm sexy. Yeah. You know, I mean, that's what they were doing in the movie for like half of the runtime. And there's really nothing like that in this movie. I mean, it's just like a little sprinkles of it or whatever, you know, but in this film, the characters are as smart as they are attractive to some. You know, well, to each his own or whatever. Everybody has their cup of tea and what they like in a woman, you know, and, you know, they're attractive in this film. I'll just leave it at that. I think y'all understand what I'm trying to say. But, you know, besides the sexiness, besides the cleverness, the dialogue, the action, I mean, it's a great film. Now, the film comes in at 1 hour and 58 minutes. I do think it was a little long. While I really don't have much to complain about, there were two scenes kind of towards the middle that drug for me. One at the racetrack where, they're trying to be incognita and sneak around, but they're wearing the loudest, pink colors and baby blues and just standing out like a sore thumb. I'm like, okay, if everybody can see you and they're looking at you on camera, the bad guys can see you too. And they didn't play into that within the plot. And I just kind of thought that was problematic. And also, there was just another scene where they were trying to infiltrate some type of base. I'm like, dude, y'all are just so wide out in the open. Like, this is silly. But other than that, guys, it was fantastic. It had a few twists and turns in this film that I did not see coming. I did not know who the bad guy was until it was actually revealed in the film, until they wanted you to know. And I got to give the film credit for that. So, if you think this film sucked, it didn't suck. It was good. I liked it. I went in with mediocre expectations because I heard it was good, and that's what inspired me to go see it. But if I had to rate this Charlie's Angels out of a 1 out of 10, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Yes, an 8.5 out of 10. But guys, please let me know down in the comments, what did you think about the movie if you saw it? What did you think about my review? And what did you think about the trailers? And, what is your favorite Charlie's Angels movie, if any at all? And how do you feel about Elizabeth Banks as director, actress, all that good stuff? Let me know down in the comment section below. I want to hear it all. Let's get this conversation going and keep it flowing. If you like this video, guys, please go ahead and give me the thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Please help me reach 15,000 subscribers, and then we can move on to 20,000. And look me up on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All the good stuff is right there at the bottom of your screen. It's in the pinned comments and the description box. But guys, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget to always chase your dreams, because I'm chasing mine. My name is Brandon Keith Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace.